I think that there's a little bit of a gap between being a realtor and watching other investors. And we're kind of almost, and I might be misspeaking just based on my market, but here in Phoenix, it's almost like we look at investors, we look down on them. If you take your buyer to go look at a fix and flip property, you might look at the fix and flip and, you have a certain feeling about home flippers. Oh, this is, just lipstick on a pig. This is probably a bad house. They probably did a bad job. Or you look at like a wholesaler who's offering cash to a seller and thinking, you're taking listings from me. You're taking advantage of these people. These people should list their house. Why are they trading their equity to you when they could hire me and I could get them top dollar? So there's a little bit of a disconnect where it's almost like we don't like each other. And I think that that is one of the biggest things that we as realtors are ignoring, because this is a massive money-making thing for you and your business. And so let me explain that. So with us, in order for us to get a sale, we have to prospect. And how do you prospect? We all do different things. Some of us might do direct mail. Some of us might hold open houses. Some of us might buy leads from Zillow. We might have an awesome sphere, but we're all constantly prospecting, because as they say, you're only as good as your last sale. And that sucks. But to get a retail buyer or seller, you have to prospect. And so all of us, I think if we're honest with ourselves, and maybe some of you are past this point, you will prospect, and then you'll get a handful of people, 5 to 8 people that want to buy or sell with you. And then we'll actually start doing our job, which is being a realtor. So we're driving people around, we're putting in offers, we're listing their house. We're doing these activities that are more traditional realtor activities. And then what do? We stop prospecting. And then so we do these weird things of feast and famine constantly, where we're prospecting and starving and we're buying ourselves McDonald's, or we're taking private Pilates lessons because we've made a ton of commissions because we are actually closing sales. That's a hard thing to master for us, is to constantly be prospecting. On average, people will buy or sell, retail people, every 3 to 5 years here in Phoenix. Every state's different. We have a pretty high turnaround here, but the number one thing that people don't remember about their realtor is their name. If someone can't even remember your name in 3 to 5 years, how are they going to rehire you to come and help them again? Help them sell their house that you sold them, list it and sell it, and help them purchase a new one. So what do? We do all of these closing gifts that are personalized with our names and our companies and our phone numbers, and we put it on something that they touch every day. So we buy a cutting board, we buy knives, we buy something that they're going to physically touch every day, and we hope that they remember. And then what else do? We spend time and money anniversary marketing. Congratulations, it's been a year since you sold your house. I'm gonna send someone out to your house to sharpen those knives that I bought you. It's been a year. Do you want to know how much your house is worth? And so you're trying to stay top of mind constantly. And then the other thing that we're always doing is asking for referrals. We do it all the time, but there's so little of us that are actually successful. So I heard another stat the other day that I almost wanted to throw up about. My husband and I own a title company here in Phoenix, and they said to get in the top 10% of real estate agents here in Phoenix, you have to sell, brace yourself, 3 homes a year. So that means the majority of us who are licensed out here aren't making any money. Why I'm telling you all of this is I hope this is stressing everyone out, because I want to ultimately lead to my point, which is if you're going to ignore investors as a source of revenue, as a source of listings, as a buyer, buy houses from you, you're missing a huge portion of your income. Depending on the investor that you work for, small side, you're gonna get 1 or 2 sales from them a year. More commonly, you're gonna get 1 or 2 sales from them a month.